Have you ever noticed that the most dangerous men almost never raise their voices? They don't shout. They don't make noise. They're just there, watching. And when they act, no one sees it coming. Society teaches that strength is shown through volume, but real dominators speak little and act with deadly precision. They carry a silent fury ready to strike without warning. In this video, you'll discover why calm men win in silence and how you can master this invisible force that transforms every room you enter. Most men think reacting fast is a sign of power, that yelling, slamming tables, or showing teeth earns respect. But what they don't realize is that emotional outbursts are just desperation in disguise. Screaming is the last weapon of someone who's already lost control. Someone begging to be heard because deep down they know they hold no real command. A man who reacts impulsively exposes himself. He becomes predictable, vulnerable, and easily manipulated. You've been there before. In that argument where you lost control, said things you didn't mean, and walked away feeling weak, even when you thought you were standing your ground. Instead of respect, you earned contempt, because the world constantly tests men and punishes those who display emotional weakness. No one fears the man who explodes. They fear the one who watches silently and acts without warning. Self-control is the real strength, and that's where the shift begins. While most men waste their energy proving something, the calm man builds. He doesn't shout. He waits, and when he moves, he doesn't miss. Next, we dive into who this man is, because he's real, and he's already winning, so without making noise. The calm man isn't just a myth or philosophical idea. He is biologically a different breed. Something powerful happens inside the male body when emotional control is mastered. A chemical equilibrium, nearly invisible but deeply transformative. Emotional control has a hormonal signature, and it separates the weak from the dominant. When you explode in anger, your brain floods with cortisol, the stress hormone. Your heart races, your vision narrows, your judgment collapses. That's when destructive decisions happen. But the calm man, he functions differently. While others burn inside, he regulates. He keeps testosterone stable, his focus razor sharp, his dopamine released not through cheap pleasure, but through conquest. Studies show that men with high emotional intelligence excel in negotiations, leadership, and high-pressure environments. This isn't mysticism, it's neuroscience. The brain of a calm man resists impulsivity. He responds but doesn't react. He observes but doesn't lose control. Elite operators like Navy SEALs train to regulate their heart rate even under live fire. They use tactical breathing, 4 seconds inhale, 4 hold, 4 exhale. Simple, but brutally effective. It calms the nervous system, brings clarity, and prevents sabotage. True strength isn't suppressing anger, and it's channeling it. The calm man feels everything, but chooses what to do with it. Science confirms mastery begins in the body, and whoever controls the body controls the world around him. But there's something even more subtle, more dangerous: silence. And now you'll understand why it's the most feared weapon of all. Silence is the invisible shield of the calm man. When everyone speaks, he observes. When everyone reacts, he waits. And when he speaks, the room goes quiet. Real silence is not the absence of sound, it's the presence of power. It's a gaze heavier than any scream, a posture more commanding than any threat. Because the calm man's silence carries tension, it forces others to fill the void, with insecurity, with excuses, with fear. Impulsive men rush to explain. Weak men crave to be understood. But the calm man, he has no urgency. He knows silence is a battlefield, and whoever speaks first often reveals too much. In arguments, silence disarms. In negotiations, it destabilizes. In confrontations, it intimidates. Because no one knows what he's thinking. No one knows what he'll do. And that uncertainty is priceless. Seasoned strategists know this. A veteran CEO never rushes a response. A martial arts master never reveals his plan. The calm man is unpredictable, and that's what makes him dangerous. Silence sharpens his presence like an invisible blade. Remember, the predator doesn't roar before the strike. He moves silently, he approaches slowly, and when he strikes, it's fatal. That's the essence of silent fury. It's not passivity, it's strategic restraint. Start practicing this. Instead of responding immediately to insults, pause, breathe, calculate. Instead of trying to prove something in every conversation, listen, observe. Watch how people begin adjusting to your presence. Respect doesn't come from noise, but from the weight of your silence. But this silence must be forged. It demands internal rituals. Now you'll learn how to build that inner temple, For silence to become power, it needs a foundation. And that foundation is built through solitude, discipline, and chosen discomfort. The calm man isn't born ready. He's constructed day by day within a temple no one else can see. That temple is built on habits, on rituals, on non-negotiable commitments to self-mastery. First, you need strategic isolation, moments where the world quiet and you listen to yourself. This isn't about escaping everything. It's about connecting to the essential. Every day, sit in total silence for 10 minutes. No phone, no distractions, no input. Just sit. Breathe. Watch your thoughts like watching a storm without getting wet. It sounds small, but it's brutally transformative. Next, strengthen your body. The physical reflects the mental. Train hard, and not for aesthetics, but for discipline. The calm man carries in his body a silent message. He's dangerous even without saying a word. And during training, stay silent, no hype music, no chatter, just your breath and the sound of resistance being crushed. Finally, master your stimuli. Too much input weakens your presence. Avoid cheap dopamine, social media, constant notifications, mindless talk. Every time you choose discomfort over distraction, you reinforce your inner armor. Now here's your challenge. For 7 days, practice intentional silence. Avoid explaining, justifying, or reacting automatically. Watch how the world begins to respond differently, how your presence changes rooms, how the words you don't say carry more weight than 1,000 speeches, and when that silence solidifies, you'll realize you no longer need to prove anything, because you've become what others only pretend to be. You don't need to raise your voice to be heard. You don't need to explain yourself to be respected. And you don't need to react to win. The new masculine presence doesn't shout, it commands, it doesn't beg, it inspires. And you already have everything you need inside you. From this moment on, silence the noise. Build your base, cultivate your silence. Because once the world feels your silent fury, there's no turning back. Be the man they feel, and even when you don't speak. And remember, true power doesn't announce itself, it manifests.